everyone. Rhonda Gibson here with Gibson Girl Stampers. And I had gone live over on my Cards for Christ page, and my daughter just texted me and said she couldn't find me, so I decided to come back over here. So, there she is. Stacy's joined the group, so I don't have to answer her text. Stace, I'm sorry I confused you. I was over on the Cards for Christ group over there instead of over here, so decided to move back over here so maybe people would see me. Hey, it's good to see you. Hi, Ginger. Glad you could join us also tonight. Yay, this is better. I guess I'm going to have to just continue to meet over here. The reason I had thought I would go over to the Cards for Christ page, this is the group, and I went over there. Hi, Marty. Good to see you. The reason I had gone over there is because I can share it over there once it's done, but I'll just take and upload it from YouTube over there, and it'll be fine. So anyway, I'm glad you all could come and join me tonight. I'm going to say hello so that whenever, I'm going to say thanks for coming, so that whenever you guys comment, I should be able to see the comments now. Facebook is kind of interesting in the way they do their comments. So anywho, so I'm glad you could make it, guys. I'm sorry I confused everybody. That was not a good thing. So anyway, we are going to have fun tonight. We're going to make a Christmas card. I was talking to Darcy over on the other page. We are starting celebration next month in January, and I was telling her how excited I am for people who join Stampin' Up! In the month of January. In the back of the catalog, which I'm not allowed to show you until January, but I can look at it, and it says that people who join in January, they'll join at regular price, $99. They'll get their $125 worth of free product that they get to choose, but then they're also going to get a mini paper cutter, and it's like a little guillotine cutter. So I'm super excited about that. I'm pretty sure that as a demonstrator, if you join now, you can do the pre-order and you can order it. You just have to pay for it instead of getting it free in your kit. They're going to give us that. They've got a 6x6 designer series paper sampler, and it's of all the papers that are inside the it's the kit. It's the papers that are inside the celebration book, which I can show you the book. I can show you the front of the book. This is what our new book looks like. I got mine in the mail yesterday or day before yesterday, and I have been looking and looking and looking at it. There are some wonderful things in there. I can't wait to do. And then there's also, this is actually the celebrations book. This is the mini catalog during celebration. So I think that's how that works. So, oh, excuse me, I still have a little bit of a scratchy throat, so I'm going to have to get drinks every once in a while. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you coming in. And anyway, so that's what we're going to be getting. Plus, you get to pick out of the annual catalog one free additional stamp set. So, guys, that's a great bargain. I'm hoping that I have some friends join Stampin' Up! So they can get their 20% discount, and so that they can get the mini cutter and the sample of all the papers. I said all. There's 7 papers. You can tell I've been stamping today. I just saw ink somewhere on my hand. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Anyway, there's 7 different designer series papers. So you guys will get to see those. I'm going to do a paper share. So probably in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start doing some filling out and seeing who might be interested. I'm going to figure out what kind of a deal we're going to do and everything. But pretty much what we normally do is I divide the paper in 4, so everybody gets 6x6 pieces of paper. You get a whole stack of each one. It's really pretty cool. So anyway, but I think I have rambled and talked for a while. At the end of this video, stick with me because Stacy asked me to explain about the, I'm trying to figure out which way if I turn. Yes. The Christmas countdown calendar, how that's going to work and what you have to do to be able to get your name in the drawing for that. That's the stuff that's in that. So, okay, guys, it's our Advent calendar. So I'll explain that at the end. But for those who just came to see me make a card, I'm going to go ahead and start so that they don't have to stay up all night watching me, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera down, so if that bothers you in any way, get seasick or whatever, go ahead and close your eyes. You'll figure out whenever I'm done, because I'll say something like, I'm done, or I'll just start yakking again. So give me just a moment. Here we go. We're going down, down, down to about right there. I think that's good. Okay. I'm going to grab a drink so that I don't sound like I'm dying over here. And I'm going to tell you what we're working with tonight. We're going to use 2 stamp sets. This one is called Christmas Gleaming. And I love it because it has the old-fashioned ornaments that you can, when you stamp them, you can color them any way you want to. You can use the retro colors, or you can use different colors. Hey, Debbie, glad to see you come in. And you can do all of that kind of stuff. Now, remember, guys, when you comment and when you share this video, you get put into drawings for free product or free cards or something. So give me cards, give me comments, give me shares, and if you feel like giving me a heart, that would be awesome. That helps me know that you're enjoying what I'm doing. So on with the show. This one is called God's Peace, and we're actually going to use the sentiment here, and that says, may you, let me see what it says. May you feel the glow of God's peace this Christmas. I'm looking at the stamp block. I love the way you can see what you're stamping through the block, the clear blocks. So we're going to use that one. I'm also going to, at the end of the demonstration, show you one of the cards I made with these beautiful poinsettia and candles and stuff. It's really pretty. Okay, and I can say it's really pretty because I actually cased the ideal from somebody else, and sadly, I got the ideal from someone who was doing a card exchange with me, and I did not keep her information, or she didn't send it. I'm not sure which, but I'm pretty sure she sent it. I just can't find it. So anyway, we're going to use those 2. Out of this, we are going to use this little guy here. So I will show you that in just a moment. I'm going to move this over. We're also going to, I'm going to show you some punches that you can use with the punches that go with the Christmas Gleaming. You can actually buy these in a bundle and get 10% off, so that's a good thing. So we're going to show you about that while we make our cards. So without further ado, this is the card we're making tonight. I love it because it comes, the paper that I used on it is the Brightly Gleaming Specialty Designer paper. And I know I can see the shimmer and shine, but I don't know if you can. I'm hoping that you can, but it just shimmers and shines. Then this is where we're doing the punches. I've already punched those out, and I've done the background. Punched them out of that designer series paper. I used sequins to glam it up a little bit. So let's get started. I'm going to show you. I'm going to move these just kind of out of the way because I have already loaded my blocks up to be able to use them. I've already cut my paper. I try to do as much as I can off camera so that you don't have to sit here for an hour, hour and a half. Some people don't mind. I do. It's not something I enjoy doing. So I want you to be able to sit and watch the whole thing if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm actually looking here, and I may end up doing another paper because I don't see my tall ornament that I cut out earlier. So if you'll give me just 1 second, I'll actually demonstrate that punch for you. If I can find the paper. What did I do with the paper? Oh, you know what, guys? I jumped up and the paper's right here beside me. How silly am I, right? So I'll grab a piece of it. This comes in 12 by 12. Comes in 12 by 12 paper. And I've already been using it, obviously. So I'm trying to find, here it is, this end. And I'm going to grab a scrap out of here, preferably one that's kind of, I might want to use that one for a bigger. This one might do it. We're going to see. Grabbing this scrap right here, and I'll demonstrate how to use this punch. The punches are awesome. I love the punches because they're quick. You can grab them, and they're quick. You unlock them with this little place right here. You just push it up and it unlocks. And as you can see, it looks like that on the front. Now the way I do my punches is I turn them over so I can see the paper that I want to punch. You can see it, I hope. And then you just push and it pops right out. And there I have my ornament. And then you also have a little die cut. You could actually do something like that on a other piece of paper, like if you wanted to have a solid green one. You could do something like that and put it on paper. That's just a thought. I'm going to put that away. I'm going to put this away. Here in a few minutes I'll probably find that other one, but that's okay. I'll put that over there with that one. And we're going to get started. Now what I did was I cut this top sheet is 5.5 by 4.5, 4 1/4, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use our liquid glue. It's a multi-purpose. It's called Tombow Mono. I'm sorry, with this little bit of cold I have, it's not good. Hey Shonen, glad to see you here. I'm going to just, now with this, you want to get it close to the edge, but you want to do it lightly because it will ook out. You don't want it ooking out on your stuff. And I put a little bit more in the middle just to make sure that it holds it. Come down really, really fine on the sides. And I may be using too much glue, but I would rather have too much and have it stick together than to not have enough. With this paper, I want it to go this direction. So I'm making sure that I have it in the right direction. And I probably should have put my glasses back on so I get this straight. I'm hoping it's straight. I'm going to put my glasses on because I got a feeling it's crooked. Yes, it is a little crooked. Nice thing about the wet glue, and the reason I use the wet glue is because it can pull right back off and you can redo it. And it does grab the paper again. I'm going to try this one more time. Get it straight. I've got too much stuff under me, guys. I'm getting a little frustrated at it. I hate when I do this because I always get frustrated, and then I tend to want to mess up more. So we're just going to do it like this. I'm pretty sure it's straight. And if it's not, I know how to fix it. So I'm going to take my bone folder, and since I played with it so much, I am going to press it down just to kind of give it a nice press. And there we go. Okay, so there's that. This is a really quick card, and it's easy to put together if you don't mess up on your glues, which, you know, I just did. This piece right here is Garden Green. It's a cardstock that we have. I love our cardstock because it's very sturdy. It is 5 inches long by 3 1/4 wide, and I'm just going to put it right in the center. Again, I'm going to use this glue because if I don't get it straight, I can straighten it up. I'm not going to be too worried about it being right on the edges because it doesn't need to be right on the edges like the other one did. And as you can see, I'm kind of putting it down and moving it just a little bit to make sure I get it as straight as my crooked eyes will look. Again, because it's the liquid glue, I'm just going to bone folder it down a little bit. And if I decide later that I want this corner down a little bit more, I'll just take a glue dot and shove it up underneath there, and it'll be fine. Now, this is the most we can do with this right now. So I'm going to set it over here so that I can. I put this one here so I could see it. I put this one over here so I don't mess it up. And then I'm going to get my little white piece out, and it is 4 3/4 by 3 inches wide. And I am going to put my glue lid on before I forget. And then on it, what I did was I took my ornaments and I positioned them on my card the way I thought I might like it. Now, if you wanted the ornaments to look the same, you could put, you know, down the same. I just wanted a little bit of contrast, so I just used 2 different ones. Then I took my stamp block, which says, "May you feel the glow of God's peace this Christmas," and I positioned it without inking it. I just kind of positioned it because it's a clear block. I can kind of see where I want my stuff to go, and I can see where I want to press down, and then I just leave those in place like that. I'm using the Garden Green for my sentiment to match the cardstock. That's my second layer. With these ink pads, you just barely have to to tap, and you can see that you get a good impression. Tap, tap again, because I just unloaded the ink on that. I want some more. And then I should be able to get this straight. Hope you're not seeing the top of my head. And I like to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift it. Voila, very pretty. I'm going to use my Simply Chamois to get the ink off. It's off on the side here. As you can see, I love the Simply Chamois because it's so easy to use. Then I'm going to close this up for the moment because I don't want to put my finger in it like I did earlier. Obviously I did because I was showing you earlier what I did. So now I want to pop up my ornaments. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just going to grab a couple. I'm going to turn him over. I'm going to put one there and one there. You just peel the back off of these. They just pop them off of the page just a little bit, off of your card just a little bit, and it makes it, I don't know, I like it because, he's crooked. He may have to stay crooked. That's okay. Anyway, okay, we're going to put him down right like that. I like to pop them up because I think it likes to look just a little bit more professional for me. And I'm not all that professional, so hey, every little bit helps. Okay, I put 2 on this one. You can put as many or as little as you want. I tend to go overboard sometimes with my dimensionals because they're really inexpensive. They're $4 for 300. You get a pack of 3, and each one of these packs have 100 dimensionals on it. And then you can also use what I call the bones of the sheet once you're done with that too, so you don't waste any of it. Okay, that's done. I have an extra one of these, so I'm going to set it there. The next thing I want to do is, Paper Pumpkin is really good. Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription kit that you can sign up for. And they give sequins and they give all kinds of stuff. Well, these are leftover sequins from one of my kits, and it has, I don't know if you can see, it's really glary, I know, but it has some in there that are a copper color. And so I'm going to use some of those sequins, because I like bling. I just spilled the sequins on my table, which I'm just going to scoop them off and put them back in here. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of bling on here. I think I'm going to put one there. I'm going to probably put it in about the same spot that I put the other ones on. Put one there, maybe put one here. Definitely want one there, one here. Maybe I'll put just one more here. Okay, I put my glue down. I'm going to get out my, this is called Take Your Pick tool, and it has a putty end on it so that it helps you pick stuff up really easy. I just scooped that right out of that thing, and I'm going to gently place it right there. I'm going to use the other end. I don't know what this other end is called, but you can go underneath your cards and get your cardstock off if you put too much on or something. You know, if you get too much glue on it and you stick it in the wrong spot or something. I'm going to put this one down here with the little bit. What do you guys think? Are you liking it? Hi, Tina. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Do you guys like this card? Is it look too fancy? Not fancy enough? Just right? I like it because it's simple, and to me it does look a little bit more elegant than some of my other cards that I do. I like cards that are kind of whimsical, and I do a lot of whimsical cards, but I've been doing a little bit more fancy lately, and he just does not. Oh, my other pick tool is over. My pick tool is on the other end. Okay, that's going to be just a little gooey, but it will dry clear, so that's good. What do you think? So far, so good. It's really blingy. I like the really blingy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him over, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of him too, because I really like the dimensions. And like I said, I use a lot of dimensions. You do not have to use this many, but for a bigger piece like this, I put it on so that I don't have any sagging middles. And so I will put, one about right there. I think it will be okay like that. Then you just pull these little backings off. Now I have seen people take your pick tool and they use it and poke it and it comes right off for them. I have tried it. It has got to be a special talent to get that off because I can't. Then all I'm going to do, all I'm going to do is I'm going to center this. I'm going to gently let it fall kind of down. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can still move it around a little bit, even with the dimensions on there. But once I get it in place, I poke them down, and then it stays. So there's our card. Very simple on the front. I love it. Now, I also decided that I wanted to bling up the inside just a little bit. So I cut, get on there. I cut a little strip like this. It's probably, I don't know, maybe half an inch big. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the inside right here. I'm going to get my silicone mat. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to do this probably different than anybody else does because to me it's easier than trying to hold this piece of paper down. I'm going to put it on this edge. I know I am, and I want this edge to stay down. So I'm going to take my snail, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to pull it down. And the reason I'm using the silicone mat is, yes, it does have the extra glue. I know you probably could see that. I just gently roll that back in so it goes on the inside of the card and not the out, because you don't want your cards gluing together. And then when I'm done with that, I just roll this extra glue off of my silicone mat, and my paper is not going to stick to the mat or to my paper down here either. Then I'm just going to take this guy, and I'm going to make sure my ornaments are going in the right direction. I'm going to, and it is bigger. I had a class the other day, and the girl goes, "Hey, my paper's too big. It sticks out." And I said, "That's so we can trim it, and we don't have to be," I guess I'm a lazy stamper, because you don't have to be quite so strict with yourself. You know what I mean? Okay. So then all you have to do is you take this and you just cut the end off. And if you didn't have it good on that end, that's okay. You could do that too. Okay, then the last thing I want to do for the card is, guys, if you make it, take ownership of it. I am learning to take ownership of my creations. Now, granted, like I said, I cased this from somebody else, which means I copied and shared it. Somebody else made it, and I do believe it was from our Stampin' Up. It's called Stampin' Up Connections. And when I tried to get in tonight to see who the actual demonstrator was, I could not get into that site. So Stampin' Up is having a little bit of things going on with their webpage tonight. I don't know what, but I couldn't get into that, and I also couldn't get into my orders. So I actually took black Memento ink, which I was planning on using my garden green, but hey, that's okay. I'm going to clean off my thing. And as you can see, it says hand stamped by, and then it gives the at Stampin' Up, because I use Stampin' Up products. I'm giving them their copyright on there. Now, I really wanted to do more stamping than just putting my name on this and just putting the sentiment. So I am going to put this away because I don't want to do this black. I went ahead and remember I told you we were going to use the stamp that was small like this one. What we're going to do is we're going to use it to dress up. I'm dressing up the back side of my card. I'm just going to give it a little stamp there to give it a little pretty. And that's the back side of my card. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry about that. That's the back side of the card. Is that not cool? Then I can write my name right here, and when I give it away, somebody will know that this particular card was handmade by me. So that's what that is. One last thing I want to show you as far as stamping goes. We have envelopes, and this one's pretty plain. And I'm okay most of the time with plain envelopes, but because it's Christmas, I want to doll this envelope up. So again, I'm just going to take that stamp. I'm going to put it on the front of my envelope, and then I'm going to take it again, and I'm going to put it on the back side of my envelope. Now, when someone receives this in the mail, or if I hand deliver it, put it in their mailbox at work or whatever, when they get this and they see their name on the front, they're going to see a Christmas ornament. They're going to know that they are getting a Christmas card. So that's our stamp. I'm going to bring it up. Ooh, look at me. Like I said, it's windy here, and the wind just blew the far out of me tonight. If that's such a thing, blowing the far out of you. But it just blew my hair all to pieces, and I just went with it because I would just have to go back. Hey, Lynn, glad to see you were able to join us, and Deborah, I'm so glad you guys are here. Do you have any questions about the card that we just made? Anybody have any questions about the card? Nope. All right. Okay, Stacy asked me to go over our what I'm doing with the Countdown to Christmas Advent calendar. I'm going to grab it real quick, and I'm going to show you. Okay, this is it, and this is an Advent calendar that's in our holiday catalog. I don't know if this is going to go. I'm going to back it. Just maybe you can see it better. There you go. I don't know if it's going to be in our annual catalog next year or not, but January the 3rd is the last that you can order this Advent calendar. And what I love about it is you get to decorate the boxes. See, I forgot that I'm up here now. You get to decorate the boxes. Everything that's on the front of this card came in this kit. So the little number did, the little snowflake behind it did, the front did. The only thing that didn't is I glammed it up just a little bit with Wink of Stella, and then I put on the back side, I put something else, and I got to thinking, I think I'm going to do the same thing I'm doing now for Valentine's Day to show you guys my love and appreciation for ordering from me during the months of December and January. So we're going to do it again. But this time I'm going to decorate this side with Valentine's. It's going to be so fun. But anyway, okay, so that's the Advent calendar. It's called Countdown to Christmas. It's $30, and it's in our Christmas catalog. Okay? Now, what is so important about this? When you place an order with me, if you have placed an order with me during the month of October or November, $25 or more, you got your name put into this cute, I'm going to bring it up. If this is not a Stampin' Up! Bowl, it is a snowman bowl, and I absolutely loved it. I had to have it for this. So you get your name put in this. Every day from December the 1st through the 24th, I'm going to pull a name out of this bowl, and you are going to get some type, whoever's name comes out of this is going to get some type of Stampin' Up! Product for free from me with a Christmas card. So that's what you get for that. If you've already placed an order with me, you have it. For every $25 or more order, you do. So you could do 2 or 3 orders, and you could have your name in there 2 or 3 times. You could spend $100, and you'd have your name in there 4 times. So that's how this is working. Now, on the 24th, I am going to put everybody's name. If your name was drawn, and I pulled it out of the bowl, and I've set it to the side. On the 24th, everybody's name goes back into the bowl. On the 24th, I am going to draw a bundle, which is either a stamp set and a punch, or it's going to be a stamp set and die cuts. I haven't decided which one yet. I'm telling you, it's not coming out of the Christmas catalog, because the Christmas catalog will be all done, and we'll be done with Christmas. It'll be Christmas, right? We can't do Christmas. We want to do something else. So I had this thought. You cannot order from, hold on, let me pick it back up. I put it on my shelf on the floor. You guys cannot order from this catalog yet. I, as a demonstrator, can order out of both of these catalogs from December the 3rd to January 3rd. I get to pre-order because I'm a demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, every catalog you get to pre-order a month ahead of time. So I have decided to make the bundle come out of this catalog. And guys, if you look at this front of this catalog, you can get a good clue that one of the well, a couple of the stamp sets actually are from the Poppy Parade. It's poppies. Everything's poppy. I think it's Poppy Parade and Poppy something else. But anyway, you get that opportunity. And then you can look at this one too and see just the front of the catalog. There's, if you kind of glance at that catalog, at the front of it, you can see some product there. Now, if you would like one of these catalogs and you are not a demonstrator yourself already, if you would like one of these catalogs, all you have to do is send me a private message or email me, and I will be happy to get that in the mail to you. And I'm going to be doing that really soon. So I need you to let me know as soon as possible if you really, really want one of those catalogs, because I'm excited. I'm already going to tell you that my online product class that I'm going to have is going to be out of this catalog, and it's going to be, oh, I can't tell you, I don't think. I hate when that happens. Let's just say it's going to have something to do with Valentine's, and I will be able to share that with you, I think, as soon as I pre-order what I'm going to do, the product suite, then I can show you here, and I get to order on December the 3rd. So be watching my Mondays, because I'm going to start advertising it for a couple of weeks. Then I'm going to take Christmas off. We're going to enjoy our Christmas holiday. And then as soon as Christmas holiday is off, I'm going to order for whoever wants to do the product suite with me. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense, or a heart. Let me know that I'm making sense here. Okay? But that's what that has to do with my Christmas countdown. Oh, my Christmas countdown. So if you want the free bundle, you have to place the order, and you have to let me put your name in a bowl so that hopefully you'll be the winner. Okay, guys? Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you. Oh, Wednesday I'm doing scripture journaling. I'm going to do a live scripture journaling. I'm doing that on YouTube. So go find me on YouTube. It's Rhonda Gibson. All you have to do is look up Rhonda Gibson. You'll see my face. It kind of looks like the face. I'm wearing a red shirt, I think. Go find it, subscribe, and like my YouTube channel. It'll alert you every Wednesday when I'm doing my scripture journaling. And I'll give you a little sneak peek of that real quick, too. I started in this book, and this is one of the pages that I did, and I did it with everybody else. And all I do is I show you how to take a scripture. You can write it yourself, or you can do what I did and print it off on computer, because I want to be able to read it later. Sometimes I don't like my writing, so I do that. I also have, let's see, I did this one. This one's a little bit more artsy, where I went in and I did some drawing, and I did this. And I always put just a little bit of my thoughts there. So it's not a very long video, but it's just a few minutes where we can talk about scripture, and we can just have fun together, just creating. Okay, so that's what that's about. That's on Wednesdays. And Fridays, I'm going to be doing more paper pumpkin. So I will be showing you some paper pumpkin alternatives to the new kit. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you. If you missed the tags for paper pumpkin, guys, I have that behind me too. Everything's within arm reach. I love this area. I'm hoping my new desk is like that. If you missed the paper pumpkin this time, this is what we made. It comes with 24 tags. This is one of the tags. And I know it's in the cellophane. I don't know. Do I have time to take it out? Hopefully you're hanging in here with me. I don't know. But this is one of the tags. Isn't that pretty? And that's a die cut. You get 6 of these tags. You get the material to make 6 of these tags. You get the material to make, I'm getting these 2 out too. I actually put them in here so that when I took them to a class that they wouldn't get all gooped up, because I have gooky fingers sometimes. Okay, then I made this tag. Okay, and then you have this one. You have enough to make 24 of these. Don't you love this silver deer? He is gorgeous. The cardinal was pretty, everything. Then what I'm doing, especially if you're local to me, we're meeting at Fuddruckers on Friday the 6th, I think, and we're going to make alternative cards. So you can make alternative cards, or you could just put your kit together. You wouldn't have to do anything, just come and enjoy time with me. So that's what I'm doing with Paper Pumpkin right now. I love, love, love Paper Pumpkin. This one was made using the die cuts that they sent with us and the stamp that they sent us. You guys probably can't see that real good. It says Seasons, yeah, I got a glare on it. It says Seasons Greetings. And this one I used one of the stamps. I used the Hollyberry. I'm sorry, my brain went blank. The Hollyberry. And I actually, there's a gal called Stamp a Blessing. Her Stamp a Blessing, and her first name is Jessica. Anyway, she demonstrated this and showed it on YouTube. And when I saw it, I fell in love with it, and I had to try it too. And I used a different color. I went with I love the Flirty Flamingo. Or not Flirty Flamingo, guys. It's Flirty. Yeah, it is Flirty Flamingo. I love Flirty Flamingo. So I went with that color as my main theme, and I love it. So hopefully, if you guys, this is what I was going to tell you. If you guys wanted this kit, now you want this kit, all you have to do is go to my website, which is gibsongirlstamper.stampinup.net. Sign in there. Go to Paper Pumpkin, Past Kits, and you can buy this kit for $19 with the stamp set, with the ink spot. They're selling the whole kit. They're not going to last long because people are seeing what they could do besides make kits, besides make the tags, and they are going to go fast. So if you want the whole kit, you need to go do that. If you just need a refill, you said, hey, I love this, I want to make more cards, I want to make more tags, they have the refill for $10 right now. So guys, it's a great deal. Love, love, love my Paper Pumpkin. I love, love, love you guys for coming in and joining me and spending time with me this evening. I know it's getting late because I moved the time back so that people could jump on, and I'm so happy and thankful that you did. Anyway, I want to just thank you, and I want to tell you how wonderful you are, and I thank you really a whole lot for all those love hearts I saw. I saw them. I did. I saw them. I just didn't comment. So, guys, until next time, this Gibson girl is saying bye-bye. I will see you Wednesday. Don't forget, run over to YouTube. Bye now.